Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I want us to have a much more practical feel and look of stacks in data structures and algorithms. How do people actually use stacks in real life projects? Like for example, maybe you want to undo something, right? You want to undo a mistake you've made, or maybe you want to go back to a previous page, so they use stacks for such problems. So I want us to do a project where we can undo something. So just a little demo that we can play with. I've already went ahead and I've created a HTML file and I've styled the page, as you can see. If I run it here, let me try and run it so we can get a quick see of how it actually looks like. So essentially what's going to happen is when you press add block, we're going to see different colors stack up over here, and when you undo, it should be able to undo the last color that we've essentially added. Okay, so yeah, we can just go straight into it. I've already implemented the stack array, which has empty arrays, and I have a set of colors. So this is just different colors to play around with, which is also an array. And I've went on and connected our HTML to our JavaScript. So we have this div here, which is the one that's going to allow us to display these colors inside of it. Okay, and basically this is just the buttons, the two buttons, the add and the undo button. Right, so let's just continue with our application. So what we need to do now, we need to have something that will generate random colors for us. Okay, so we'll have a function. So this function, what it will do is it will get some random colors for us. Right, so we're just returning. So we're just going to return some colors. And what we want to do now, we want to use the math functions. So maths.floor, okay. Right, so what maths.floor does is it returns the greatest integer less than or equals to its numeric argument. So this will break it down close to the nearest whole number, in other words, right? So we have that one, and we have the maths.random. So we're just going to times this with our colors. Okay, so just get the entire row of colors like so. Okay, so that's it to generate random colors. That's just it. And now we need a function where we can add our colors. So we can just have a function, and this function is adding colors, or we can call it add block. Let's call it add block. So now we're going to add these colors into our CSS block that we have made. Okay, currently it's empty. So what we need to do is we just need to get the div that we've created, which is this div right here. Okay, so let's get it. So it's document dot we are creating an element. Okay, so create an element, create element. Okay, so we're creating an element of a div, and what we can do is we can get a class name. Okay, set the class name to be block, right? And we can also get the style of it also, just to set a style. Background to be the get random colors function. Right, so now to add something to our block is we need to actually push something. So pushing, remember, is sort of like adding. So when we add something, we're going to push. Okay, so that's what we essentially doing here. And to push, we can just get the stack. So stack dot push. So what are we pushing here? We are pushing the random color that the block has generated for us. And what else we need? We have to add to the user interface. Okay, so this is where we want it to show in the block. So let's get the container we've created. Okay, let's get the container we've created and let's append. So we're going to get append child. This is going to like append the child to our block. Okay, so we're appending the child and we are getting the block container. Okay, so this is good. Save this. Let's run it and see what happens if we add. So as you can see, we are getting random colors. All right, but our undo is not working yet. We still have to generate this part. Okay, so let's go on and generate our undo function. We can close this. So we are now working on the undo. So we can have a function, call this function undo block. All right, so what we're going to do now, how do we undo something in stack is that you have to pop. Okay, so we also need a base condition. So if our stack is empty, then we can't really pop anything, right? So that's the base. We can set an alert or we can just set an error. So nothing to undo. Okay, basically. And now we can just pop. So this is where we're going to pop. So we're popping from the stack. So now we need to pop from the entire stack. So how do we do that? Is we need to pop. So let's just get the last color, which is the last block. Okay, so set it to pop. So that's going to pop, and we need to remove from the user interface. Okay, so we'll get the container and let's remove the child that's in the container, and let's just get the last block. So this should now remove the last pop that has been implemented. So let's run this and see if we add a color, we are able to pop the last color that has been added. Add another color, we can pop and we can pop. Remove, undo. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Using stack, that's a quick demo of how you can do it. Be sure to check out the code in the GitHub. I'll just leave the link into it on the description, and let me know how can we undo or how can we redo the undo in the comment section. And yeah,